Hi everybody, it's Arnie and welcome to Second War of Season 15. Before I continue, click subscribe button below the video, ring the bell to stay notified, and let's go. So I got a lot of comments for previous war, some of them are harsh, some of them are great. I appreciate every comment, it makes me a better player, and because of previous war I learned how good Massacre is. And this war I'm taking path number 5 and path number 1, and I'm bringing my insane team, Captain Beardo, Warlock and Namor, and we're going to have some insane fights here, pretty insane fights. And we also have a funny counter now in the alliance, thank you Hachik. How many times Arnie will die during the season? So previous war was the worst war over 5 years, so 4 times. So let's see how this war will go. So first one is Juggernaut and just 51,000 critical damage with Beardo, finished it. So next one is Mr. Fantastic, and you need to be careful with this guy, because if you do the same special twice, you basically just game over for you with the specials. You won't be able to do this special again, it will be such a low damage. And this is a nice trap if you're not familiar with it. I already faced with people who use Ghost and did couple SP2s and then Ghost shut down. So thank you Mr. Fantastic for that. This guy runs suicides. I'm like, oh, suicide is nice. So I also have Warlock with me, so it applies also Petrify debuffs on him, and this prevents the regeneration, the willpower. Although it's a special 2 bias, you still can bait, just take your time and bait SP1. Of course it's much easier to evade. Also this guy can evade, he has evade mechanics, so this is why I do just one hit, then dash back, parry and heavy. And all the debuffs that he apply are so nice, I'm just healing back from them almost to full health. So now it's full health, and honestly I don't know why I'm not triggering you see? So I'm not triggering SP2, again the same reason, I'm afraid, and here full combo baby, but he hits like a noodle, so he moves like a noodle also. And I could have finished with SP3, but I decided he almost down, let's just wait a little bit, SP3 is too long. And we're moving on to next one, and this is Unstoppable, what is his name, Dormammu here, and Beardo is a pretty great counter for him. And I'm thinking, which boost should I use for this fight? I decided to use a special 3 defense boost, in case he will be stingy and won't trigger any specials, because these guys sometimes can be so annoying and just won't trigger any specials. It's also the brute force node that you need to attack him every 8 seconds, otherwise he will generate, and also the node when they gain power till SP2. So you see here I'm doing shallow evades, and this Dormammu is nice, he just triggered his specials. I triggered the first one, I'm like, come on baby, come on, trigger the second one, come on, thank you very much, and he did it again. So I did SP2, only 24,000, I felt kinda disappointed by that. I'm like, why Dormammu, why not the full damage, full potential of Beardo, but still the fight is going pretty well. He almost down, I'm full health, and one hit he's down. So full section without deaths, and we're moving on to such a beautiful section number 1. And this fight, oh my god, this is going to be pretty intense fights. I'm going to have a lot of fights now. It's going to be Korg, Cap Marvel, Darkhawk, Medusa and Fury and Dismay, so it's going to be pretty insane. And I'm taking Namor, it's a Vigor node with insane regeneration. And everybody who just saying Namor is OP, if you not play him right, he won't be OP. And this is what I like about some of new champions, that when you build them right, when you time everything right, you will be rewarded by insane damage. So I used to fight Korg, as you can see here, he gaining full health, and I'm not worried about, I'm keeping my cool, I'm trying to do the usual, trying to build SP3 and then trigger it just before I reach an Imperious Rex mode and trigger another SP3, then SP2s and game over. This is my usual plan to fight, and I'm pretty sure I can out-damage the regeneration, the Vigor node, and I'm just paying attention. I'm 27 outrages and I started to hit him and I trigger SP3 too soon. Too soon. This means after this SP3 he will gain his rock stacks pretty fast. And also what will happen, I'm like entering Imperious Rex mode, trying to do SP3, I was unable to do. And when he has his rock stacks, I did a heavy, I thought it will be enough to reach SP3, but it wasn't, so I'm trying to save as much as I can, but as you can see here, it doesn't really work, and he went to full health. I'm checking the time like, oh shit, I need to build up everything again, and it's half of the fight is over already. So as you can see here, if you mess up the timing, especially with Korg, you won't be rewarded. You will be in shitty situation, and timeout is also a death. So I don't really want to do this, but I'm still, this is the most important part, guys. I'm still keeping my calm, I'm relaxed, I'm not worried about anything, I'm playing a little bit more aggressive here, trying to bait this guy, and I'm just 59 seconds, 21 outrages, and till now everything is works, so I'm thinking, should I go? And I decided no, I will wait. At this point I will wait for these rock stacks, perfect evade, 2 hits, exactly at perfect time, and now I must do my special, and I don't have a lot of time. I know that I have like 40 or 30 seconds and SP3 animation not so quick. I removed the rock stacks, I did another one and went for another one, so in perfect timing. And I know I don't have a lot of time, I have few seconds to finish the fight, so here I'm basically praying that I will have enough time to trigger my SP2. So another insane damage, 7 seconds, 1, 2, boom! 3 seconds left and he's down. This was a very intense fight. I tried to stay as calm as possible during whole fight. And this is what I'm saying, if you build Namor right, if you plan everything, and this is a lot of variables to just to pay attention to them, you will be rewarded, and this was pretty insane. So this global is not a dodge global, I think this time it's a bulwark one, and I think they triggered by mistake. Everybody wants Siphon right now. So here I decided, I just realized, wait, she won't evade. Let's go parry heavy to build my infections. And then let's just start killing her. Also, when willpower is triggered, she losing health. She losing power, sorry guys. So now I can do a full combo, I even can do SP2. She won't evade, because on evade node you play differently than you play on this regular node. So 3 infections, and the fight is just perfect. Yes, perfect. Come on, baby. And here with 3 infections, she armor breaked me. And this should reduce offensive abilities, but I don't know, it's like 90%, so she had 10% to armor break me, and she managed. But I've heard in forums that Warlock is not working correctly, and I think there is some issues with him, but like with 4 infections, still armor break. Who cares? And we're moving on to next one, and this is a very interesting fight. So it's a Darkhawk here, and this guy runs suicide. So when I realized, and I realized very soon in the fight, when this guy runs suicide, I decided, you know what? I won't do heavies because it will trigger armor mode. I won't trigger specials because it will trigger his armor mode. What I will do, I will bait his SP1s. I will let him to kill himself with recoil damage, and this is what I'm trying to do here, as you can see here. So recoil, take a nice chunk from him. My main goal in this specific fight, and I don't really need Warlock for any other fights, is to keep infections on him. This is the most important part. If he will lose the infections and will just regenerate, this can be a very annoying. I also triggered dexterity just before my armor reinformed, so I will gain my armor, and now the damage will be so minimal from SP1. As you can see here, between his SP1s, I'm doing the full combos, taking health from him, so it's a little bit slower fight, but it's a safer fight, and I think it's a smart strategy. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below. So he's a little bit stingy with his specials, but again, the most important part, and I really learned from previous war, is do not panic. Even if the time is not in your advantage, try to not panic, because this will lead to mistakes, and this is a pretty frustrating to get just to die due to stupid mistakes. So again, he like at 24%. I'm thinking, should I go with SP3? But he will kill himself in a moment. Come on, Darkhawk, trigger your SP1 and let's finish the fight. So, you know, at 5-4%, and I decide, you know what, let's finish him. If we'll stay alive, I will gain some health, although I don't need it. If he will die, he die. And boom, game over for this guy. So till now the war is going perfectly for me. Wow, what people will say now? What? Now you play better? And I'm moving on to the next one, the last two fights of this alliance war, and this is Diva Female Medusa on Warlock 1, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna face Furies also, so let's boost a little bit. It's very important to boost an important and hard fight, so I put 20% boost. I also put this 20% health boost because Fury block damage is pretty insane, and I'm going in for Medusa. And I'm not sure it's a good placement for her, maybe if you'll do mistakes. So at the beginning I'm not doing parry heavy, although I can reach my also SP1, SP2 because of the power lock. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to push her to corner. This is my strategy. Important thing when you fight Medusa is do not allow her to put you in the corner, otherwise it will be a very risky situation and very stressful situation, and you can do mistakes and die. Also, when you have kinetic charges, SP1 will just overcome her auto block, just reducing all of, I think, defensive abilities by 100%. So this way I'm not doing parry heavy all the way. I do want to push her to the corner. And also I noticed when Medusa at the other side of the screen, she is nicer. She triggers her specials when she pushes you to the corner. She will be so stingy with specials, and this is what I noticed from this specific AI, and I'm like, okay, let's do a ghost style gameplay. Dash big, parry, hit, dash big, hit, without parry, sorry. Dash big, hit. And the fight is pretty much under my control. I'm just have full health kept, and man, this is awesome. So nice critical damage, nice damage, 20,000 heavy. It's so insanely nice. So I decided to finish the fight with a heavy, and Medusa is down. So we're moving on to last fight of this alliance war for me, and this is going to be a Fury on Dismay node, and this is two ways you play with Namor on this node. Or you place perfectly and you win the fight, or a shitstorm will happen and you will lose the fight. Because Fury, even with one hit, can do such insane, even if you will finish it with light attack, insane bleed, and unblockable on the other stuff, and let's go. So I do plan everything in my mind, at least. Because it's a debuff immune node, I will gain my outrages much faster, so this is a good thing. Also a strategy that I'm using against Fury, and I'm using the same strategy against Havoc until Capiw will nerf it. When they above bar of power or will reach bar of power, I do only 4 hit and holding block immediately. This usually pushes AI to trigger heavy, or do just few hits and then heavy, like in this case. So I have 21 outrages, nice. I'm already at SP3, and now I need this guy to trigger his special. So he triggered his specials. I'm 27 outrages, so this is not a good situation for me. I don't wanna trigger Imperious Rex without the regular Fury. I really want those 2 Furies for insane damage. And I decided to go with my first SP3. The fight is still going perfectly till now. I think it's a perfect Namor fight, Namor Fury fight. And here, this mother trigger his SP1, so I had no chance to trigger another SP2. I did mid heavy and just another SP2, and it wasn't enough. So, but again, do not panic. This is the most important thing. And now I'm dancing with him. I'm like, come on, baby, come on, lose your health, use your health. He lost health, and I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity. Trigger his heavy, and this is the degeneration phase. And here I think I should have just finished a combo, but I decided, you know what, let's not do it. So the fight is going pretty well. I'm pretty just happy with the fight. And again, 4 hits, holding block. Come on, do your heavy. Do your heavy, come on baby, come on Fury, thank you very much. He did his heavy, and this is my time to retaliate. Again, 4 hits, block, he trigger, he is heavy, and the fight is last 16%. Come on baby, come on, come on. I trigger Imperious Rex. This was intentional. I really wanted to trigger because I'm pretty sure that I will finish the fight with 1 SP2, but I need to be patient because if I will dash at him and he will trigger his SP2, it will be game over. So I'm holding block, I risk it, I dashed in, and boom, she's down. Fury is down, I repeat, Fury is down. So this war, 0 deaths, we won this war. It was pretty awesome war. I hope you enjoyed this war. If you did, click subscribe, like, share, and see you soon on my next video.